Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thanks for hopping into this video to see what it's all about. Let's jump right in. Everyone says branding is changing, but few people can actually explain how. The truth is most companies are still playing by these madmen rules where the business gets built first, the product comes second, and the brand comes last. Then they hire an agency to tell a nice story about it. That model worked for decades, which is crazy. But it doesn't work anymore. Because people don't want stories about brands. They want brands that they can believe in. Today, we're breaking down what's next for branding, how the industry is evolving, and what separates brands that vanish from brands that last. For years, advertising has been built on impermanence. A company makes a product, they hire an agency, the agency creates an amazing campaign that spikes attention, and then disappears. It works temporarily, but it doesn't change the business. A perfect example is Burger King in the early 2000s. They launched these wild, unforgettable campaigns like Whopper Freakout. Hilarious, human, and totally viral. But 10 years later, nobody cares. Why? Because none of it was built into the business. Great storytelling, zero transformation. That's the old game. And it's why so many agencies and brands are struggling right now. They're playing for clicks instead of permanence. The best brands today aren't just telling stories. They're living them. The line between brand and business, it has to disappear. Because the future of branding isn't marketing after the product is built. It's shaping the product, the policies, and the experience around a central truth. When you look at Nike, every action they take ties back to one belief: pushing human potential. From athletes to nurses during the pandemic, they expanded that story authentically. Because their brand truth isn't just copywriting, it's a culture. Same with Disney. Their entire company runs on a story. Even their employees aren't called employees. They're cast members. That one decision turns every park, every interaction into part of a living world. That's what modern branding looks like. Branding used to be about what we say. Now, it's about what we do. The next generation of brand builders won't be advertisers. They'll be business designers. The story isn't something you add on top of the product. It's baked into the way you design the business itself. Imagine if Burger King had actually lived its famous tagline, have it your way. Flexible work schedules, customizable employee benefits, a corporate structure that mirrors its marketing. That's how you turn a campaign into a culture. When your brand truth shows up in your operations, HR, packaging, partnerships, every touch point tells the same story. That's when you stop advertising and start architecting. One of the most powerful ideas in branding today is this: don't just use the medium, change it. There's a classic children's book called The Monster at the end of this book. It's brilliant. The narrator, Grover, begs you not to turn the page because there's a monster waiting. And when you finally get to the end of the book, you realize he was the monster all along. The book, it didn't need fancy production or special effects. It used the format itself to tell the story. That's the mindset brands need today. Don't just fill the medium, transform it. When Burger King made their subservient chicken microsite, it broke the internet at that time. You typed commands and the chicken obeyed in real time. It wasn't just advertising, it was participation. Interactivity builds memory. And in branding, memory is everything. A brand doesn't need to be grandiose. It just needs to be true. When brands fake authenticity, people can feel it instantly. During the pandemic, companies like Amazon didn't try to tug at heartstrings. They just said, we're making sure you get the essentials fast. It was true. It was clear. And it built trust. Meanwhile, companies that pretended to care got absolutely roasted online. Because storytelling without a truth is just theater. The most powerful brand strategy is sincerity. Not because it's moral, but because it's effective. If you study the biggest companies born in hard times, we're talking Disney, GE, Microsoft, FedEx, and even Google. They all share one thing: a clear, consistent mission they never abandoned. And when they stray from that truth, like Disney has in the recent years, you can feel it. The brand's cultural connection weakens, and it becomes clear how important alignment between brand and business truly is. The world constantly changes, but brands that stay true to their core purpose endure. Branding that survives isn't reactive. It's resilient. It doesn't chase trends. It defines them. That's what makes great brands feel inevitable. So, what's next for branding? It's not just about clever campaigns or emotional storytelling. It's about alignment between what a company says, what it does, and what it means. Because the future of branding isn't advertising, it's architecture. If this hits home for you, subscribe for more videos about the psychology and strategy behind brand building and marketing systems that last. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.